on the highway.
So, I'm down at Karting Las Americas at the moment. Just had a coffee. My lads spent many weekends down here. If you come on holiday, it's one of the places that is well worth coming down to and having a bit of fun. Little tip for you, if you are going to come down, go on to Groupon first. You can get the vouchers on Groupon. They're a little bit cheaper and you get better value for money. So go on to Groupon, get the voucher and then come down. But do that 24 hours before, because the Groupon voucher tends to take its time to come through. Might spoil your day. So where are we off to today? Well, we're going to go up into Santiago del Teide first of all. We may even stop there and have a sandwich. And then we're going to head to one of the most unforgettable viewpoints in Tenerife, which is Masca. Now, Masca is an incredible sight to see. It's a very small, I think it's just one of the smallest villages in Spain as a whole. Occupants of about 90 people live there. One of the original settlement grounds of the Guanches. That was the original inhabitants of the island. So we're going to go and have a look round there. The roads down there can be a little bit, well, let's say different. So I'm going to put the 360 on. We're going to be able to capture some footage there with the roads, and you'll see what I mean, and we'll talk about them after. Okay, on the road glide. Where is she? There we are. We're going to get the road glide fired up, and we're going to head off down the TF1. I'm going to pick up the TF82, and then I'm going to pick up a left turn, which is the TF4, I think it's a 486, but we better confirm that in the description. And then we're going to take that road all the way down into Masca. Okay, let's get going. So first stop, we're down into Santiago del Teide. If you have a look back through some of the videos, you'll see that we covered a nice restaurant called El Patio a bit further down, about 2 or 3 episodes back. So I'm going to stop here, I'm going to grab a little bit of breakfast, it's still early, and then we're going to take off and hit the roads down into Masca. Now, here's a tip for you. A lot of people think you can't get a bacon and egg sandwich. As us Brits love bacon and egg sandwiches to start the day. I'm no different anymore. Probably one of the things that I've held on to over all the years, and I'm always in search of a good bacon and egg sandwich. The Spanish actually use the bacon in a different way, and it's called lomo. I've just ordered the equivalent of a bacon and egg sandwich, and all you have to do is ask for lomo y huevo. That's bacon and egg sandwich, and you'll get one of these. All the drivers are nervous on this road, and it's not surprising really. You know, I've come up here in the Jeep a few times, and it can be pretty hairy because you can't see what's round the bend. As you can see, you've got to be pretty careful. Is it worth it? We'll see. The thing is don't get put off by it. Just take your time and continue. Keep going, keep going. Take a break if you need it. Plenty of time. You're probably on holiday. Here's one of the first viewpoints. We're going to give that one a miss because the real magic starts here. Now again, we start to go downhill here, and those cambers on the downhill on a switchback can be pretty tight. So again, take your time. Don't worry about what side of the right road you're on. Give yourself plenty of road. Take your time coming down. Look ahead. We may be pretty lucky today, as it's looking pretty quiet on this road now. But look at that view. Just look at that. It is absolutely incredible. Now this bend here, take a note on it. Take it wide. You go too close on that switch and you're going to go down. Take it easy. If you can't see round the bend, then slow down. Make sure there's nothing there. And wherever possible, just keep looking ahead. Okay, I'm going to see if we can park here and just grab a look at this view. So Masca is home to around 90 Canarian people. It's at 650 metres altitude and was one of the very first villages here inhabited by the Guanches, who was the original inhabitants of the island. You have the museum down there. You have some nice small restaurants, and this restaurant actually here is a place where you can come and enjoy the view overlooking the whole of the Masca Village. One of the most visited spots in the Tenerife on the Canaries, and the road that we're on is now going to lead us all the way down right into the heart of Buenavista. That's where we're going to head off to now. The next stop is the volcano. See, I don't know if you can see behind me that well, but when you come down here, it's like we're in the Shire out of the Lord of the Rings. I'm expecting Bilbo Baggins to come jumping out at any time now, or maybe Gandalf's going to come galloping across the landscape. It's absolutely incredible. All of this side is kind of captured behind these cliffs, and we're like blessed with this amazing green foliage everywhere, rich luscious fields and farms that they've been able to carve into the landscape. And here in front of me you'll see there's an odd kind of looking thing that almost looks like a JCB has gorged the side out of it, and that is the volcano of Buenavista. Now you can actually go further down and get a really good look at that, which we're going to do as we make our way down on this road here. But this is what we're surrounded by. This is almost one of the hidden gems of Tenerife that is a must-see. You see, when you come down here and you get close to this, it's incredible. So when I first saw it, I didn't have a clue what it was, you know. It was like, well, you know, what has carved out that rock like that? What's carved that hill out like that? Everything else around here is luscious green, and then suddenly there's this big, huge alien mound that's being gouged out with claws, and it's just incredible. Obviously some of this is being carved out by man to make platforms to grow on, but the actual volcano there at the top, and that must have been lava, that must have gorged and burnt its way straight through the earth. So incredible to see it. But look at what we're surrounded by. Do you know, this could be anywhere other than Tenerife, because we just know it for heat, for sand, for beaches, maybe the Teide, but we don't know it for this. Absolutely incredible. Hidden right behind the Masca Mountains is Buenavista, and you can see it's just the furthest northwest point of the island. It's tucked right down in this cove of cliffs. Right over to the left there, you'll see there's a coastal golf course, which apparently is meant to be very good. I don't do golf, so I don't really know. But there's one there. There's hotels down here. You can stay down here. It's on the edge of Los Silos, which is another section of Tenerife, just a bit towards Puerto de la Cruz. But this is a really nice place to be. Banana plantations still down here, as you can see, and then surrounded by the cliffs of Masca and the road glide. Onwards we go. We come down into the centre of Buenavista. As with all small villages and towns, there's always the church square, and this is where everybody kind of congregates for their fiestas, and always got some good restaurants and stuff around here, and Buenavista's no exception. Some lovely little places where you can stay, gardens to enjoy, and just a nice place to come down on the bike. It's a good run down here if you take it via Masca, and you can make your way through down the road, stopping whenever you want to take in the scenery, and then en route down here at the church square where you can come down and eat and relax. I'm just going to take a look round. So that's Buenavista Norte, one of the most northwesterly points in Tenerife. Now, we could have continued down into Garachico, but Garachico itself is a completely new route and ride altogether. There's so much history down there that, just gonna get run over. There's so much history down there that we're gonna save that for a route and ride probably next week. But you can take a look at it from here. How amazing is this place? It just keeps giving. Every time I ride and every time we're out doing these routes and rides, we're rediscovering the island for ourselves as well. And the incredible views that, you know, you forget that they're here. We're so blessed to be living here. So we're going to head up now back into Altanque. There's a lovely little place in Altanque, which is going to be our last spot. And we're going to head off down to there. We're going to stop there. We're not going to stop for food. We're going to stop for coffee. There's a road glide. We've got final leg home really. Some nice lanes to take before we hit back onto the fast roads again. But that's coffee stop in between. That's what's coming up next. Hang around for that. Like and subscribe if you're also on YouTube. Please like and subscribe so we can know that you're enjoying the channel. Okay, let's get going. Road glide. So we've just pulled up to what I thought was going to be my final coffee stop. But this is the way things are. This is June. And in June, a lot of places take a break for that first 2 weeks or that last couple of weeks of May. And we was going to go and take a look at this amazing little Italian restaurant that's just tucked on the outskirts of Altanque. They're not back open until the 16th of July, which kind of tells you that these places, they know what they're doing. And this has been here, as you can see, since 1922. Now, it does fantastic pizza. They do fantastic homemade pasta. But more importantly, when you walk inside that place, it is like a Venetian Aladdin's cave. It's absolutely incredible. And if you're passing and you're over this way, this is a Saturday and Sunday, because on Saturdays and Sunday they have the pizza oven on. So if you want to really have a treat when you're over this way and you're taking a look round on the way out of Altanque as you're heading back over to Santiago del Teide, make sure you stop here for sure.
Come un pittore sogna, come un
So this is the last leg now. I'm just on the outskirts of Los Gigantes, where we'll go down. We can go down into the village from here. Los Gigantes again is another one of those places that will really make a complete route and ride out of direct. So look out for that one coming soon as well. I'm going to head back into Santiago del Teide from here, pick up on the main TF1 and then cruise back down to the HQ. So that's it for this week's route and ride. All the descriptions of the routes that we've taken will be in the description below. Remember, please, to like and subscribe to the channel. Let us know that you're enjoying the routes and rides and we are getting the right areas. We're getting the ideas out to you. Lots of people come to Easy Rider and the first thing that they ask for is, where can we go? What's the best places to see? What's the best roads to take? Well, that's what we're trying to do here with routes and rides. And hopefully we're getting you to those places in advance and you can actually start planning your trips out. Okay, everybody, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you very soon. I'm going to head back onto the road glide and we're going to head back down into the south.